Hello again to everybody listening. It's a gorgeous day here in North Carolina and the sun is out with the blue skies and I am loving farm life right now. I hope that you are finding joy and excitement in the imminent launch of the sprint marketing campaigns and the beta testing of our products. I know that this video will probably be the last one I put out before we really jump into action. So I'll let you know. I've always maintained, and I will say here now, that whatever your passion is, whatever excites you and gets you in the zone, so to speak, is your compass. It's that thing that is pointing to your true north, and that's what you should follow to experience your life joyfully and abundantly unfolding before you in real time. Hi. My name is Jeffrey, and I am here this morning to just talk a little bit about what we can expect and ask a couple of questions. Our CEO, Mr. Mufara, I know that he always reaches toward his passion every day, and that's what powers his vision for us and for Onpassive. Anyway, for the past several months, I've stated, while making videos at least, that we're not based on the old model paradigms of competition and conflict. And obviously I'm talking about Onpassive when it launches. We've just got a different type of philosophy. So accordingly, we operate differently. Our goals are going to be achieved fully, and we will set in motion a means to lift the human condition for a great many. That's just the plan. That's the goal, and that's the mission. And I fully believe what our CEO, Mr. Mufara, said earlier this month, and I quote, "Onpassive is definitely putting a mark, not only in this industry, but it will put a mark on humanity." So, I've also said in previous videos that what Onpassive has developed is magical. Now, by that, I'm referring to the technology, its seamless system integration, its ability to superfund our founders, and to help bridge the sense of real technology to the world of magical fantasy. Consider this quote by Arthur C. Clarke. "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic," unquote. And that's what we have. But whether you're able to see this as magical or not, the bottom line is that we have the magical combination of heart and determination. We operate with a sense of fairness to make sure this works for everyone. We have purposely chosen to operate this way because our CEO went through things in the past that were painful. They were costly. He's been cheated and he's been stolen from, and he's been in marketing programs that were rigged from the start, where the best speakers or, the best marketers or those that were connected or those that were rich or whatever, they always seem to get moved up or placed directly at the top, or somehow given unfair advantages, and then continued to unfairly build on the backs and on the works of others. Onpassive does not operate that way simply out of fairness. As a member of Gofounders, it makes little difference where you are on the board, only that you are on the board, the playing board. I mean, once you join Gofounders, you're going to be successful whether or not you're even active. Albeit, you need to know there is a first-come, first-served kind of a theme where placement as founders is according to the date and timestamp of their original sign-up. But let me give you an example, at least one of them, of the fairness to consider. How many of you have ever lost out on commissions in other businesses because the person below you brought in at a higher level so that the commissions were passed up, quote-unquote, to somebody else? Oftentimes, that would be straight up to the admin running the program. That is not how Onpassive operates. We have no pass-ups and we have no gimmicks in Onpassive. With Onpassive, those commissions are placed in a separate wallet, one that you can see and that you can monitor, and they continue to accrue the commissions for you until you reach the level the commissions were originally drawn from. When that happens, you get them. And you'll be able to reach all 4 openly available levels, unless you choose not to for some absurd reason. I mean, I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't want to prosper more, but some are going to do it in days. Some, it may take weeks. For others, maybe months. But all can and will get to the top if they want to. And it's through our system, which is going to revolutionize the way we earn online, the vast majority of you joining Gofounders will experience for the first time what it feels like to amass residually growing prosperity. Those of you that don't, well, you are already wealthy when you joined. So whatever the case, this is going to be the platform for reaching the world no matter what space you are active in or what your job is. So think about this. As of 2019, there were more than 4 billion internet users, and all of them have some reason or another to use the products from us or use our product suite in its entirety. How can I say that? Well, because our digital ecosystem holds everything imaginable needed for an online presence, for online learning, or even for online business. Everything. And I'm telling you that anybody that uses the internet is going to have a reason to use our products, and they're going to find immense value with us. And I'm talking about every imaginable category. We're talking about those people that work at home, e-learners, networkers, opportunity seekers, MLMers, crypto workers, salespeople, digital marketers, homeschoolers, religious organizations, distributors, college kids, white-collar professionals, government workers, anybody. And this is because we provide real technology and real products for online marketers and anybody that does anything online. So when I tell you that we're registered as an IT company, not as an MLM, it should make complete sense to you. I mean, hey, multi-level marketing is a very good model, but that is not who we are. It's not who we choose to be. I'd like you to take Mary Kay, the cosmetics company, for example. You've heard of them, right? Mary Kay is a MLM company. It's a great company. Mary Kay is very big, very reputable, and they are very good as an MLM. That model works for them. But despite apparent similarities between Mary Kay's MLM structure and the revolutionary structure that gives shape to Onpassive, that is not what we are. Like I have said before, we have a huge ecosystem of digital marketing tools and products that form a total internet solution, and that massive platform is what defines us as an information technology company. And there is no limit for those who join us to use our system to magnify their visibility or to encourage, prosper, or massively develop their careers and their businesses. And this is true for your careers and your businesses too. On top of that, there is an unparalleled opportunity for people to earn with us simply by providing our ecosystem of products to others. It is literally a total internet solution, and we will market it for you. Yes, I am saying for those that become resellers, Onpassive will market our products for you and pay you residually from the sales. And you will not have to recruit and you will not have to sell if you don't want to. But again, as I've said many times before, in one way or another, if you can recruit, you should do it. Because that, my friend, is going to enable you to have an extreme financial advantage over the rest of us. Make no mistake, this is a game changer because no other company in history is doing this, IT or otherwise. Onpassive is absolutely crushing what equates to be the online version of the 4-minute mile with our print and our campaigns that are coming up. And we will be the first to do it. So we got the bragging rights. Yeah, they're ours. But as a founder, you know you can share in that, right? I mean, hey, bragging rights are pretty cool. They're great, especially when they're backed up by a great company and a whole lot of dollars. Anyway, I'm sure you've heard that this beta testing is going to start this week. It's going to be live. It's going to have the marketing campaigns. When the campaign starts, the whole atmosphere is going to change. And if you're smart, if you're not afraid, if you have some entrepreneurial spirit, then you'll get in now. I'm sure you probably already know that there's very little in the economy that's working to our favor these days, especially since the onset of COVID-19. But Onpassive is working, so supersize your return by joining before the campaign start in a few days or less. By joining now, you can actually start to solidify your future prosperity even before the public opening. Then learn about us. Don't do it now because it's wasting your time. Learn about us once you've joined. And once you understand that Onpassive's structure and philosophy is something worth looking at and something unique, you're not going to look at anything else. It's revolutionary. It's fair, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's the best thing that you're probably ever going to see in this generation. Your success is guaranteed. But to impress upon you what this could mean in terms of sheer growth, Onpassive currently has more than 7,000 founders, 108,000 founders. Keep in mind, these are paying members, right? I mean, hey, I'm just saying, these are paying members. They're already in. In a day or two, we're going to start the sprint campaign, and we're going to start to test the money flow and marketing programs and everything in between that connects them. These campaigns have a twofold purpose in that they primarily are going to completely and thoroughly test the system's programs that we just mentioned. Secondarily, the testing is with live marketing. It uses various tools to generate that massive traffic, the obvious one being our traffic tool. This means the campaign will add secondary founders to our membership by the tens of thousands. This is a historical first and points toward the uniqueness of Onpassive simply because there's no other company in the world that does this or ever has. To put the proverbial cherry on top of this evaluation, the early bird founders will have profits shared with them from subscriptions purchased by those placed in their teams. You got that, right? Onpassive is going to put secondary founders in the early bird founders' teams, then build the teams for all founders with members brought in after opening to the public, and then share the profits from those members' sales with founders residually for life. Once Onpassive is happy with the results of this campaign, meaning that we're satisfied that the system works as designed and we've reached the cutoff number of founders, we're going to be opening up to the public. This means that first campaign may run for a week, a month, or more, depending on results. But whatever the case, you will have founders in your team prior to us opening to the public. But, like I've said before, well, seems to me I've been saying a lot of things before. But anyway, like I said, foretold is forewarned. The day the first company campaign starts, the cost of the founder's position is going to go up substantially. The day the campaign stops and Onpassive launches, no more founders are going to be accepted for an undetermined amount of time, if ever. You got that, right? It's going to go away. You're going to lose the opportunity. But that first campaign could start any day. It could start in a matter of hours. Regardless, it's imminent. If you have any entrepreneurial spirit, spend the $97, lock into a position today because that price is going to go up the day that the campaign starts. Now, you need to join at the reduced rate and let Onpassive pay you for letting them work for you, whether you understand how this all works or not. You can always figure it out later. Okay, if you can listen up, please do it, because here's where you're going to find some things that are pretty interesting if you haven't found them already. Following the pre-launch campaigns, there's going to be a series of post-launch marketing campaigns. These campaigns are expected to take 30 to 90 days each, and they're going to produce more phenomenal growth that equates to one new member per founder per month for the duration of the campaign. Another way to say it is that each campaign is going to triple the membership in the time frame that is allotted within Onpassive. So please get this. It's rudimentary. It's fundamental. When you join as a primary early bird founder, you're able to have teams. Founders only join before Onpassive launches. When the pre-launch campaign starts, it's going to bring in additional founder members. These are referred to as secondary founders. And Onpassive, when they open to the public, these founders' positions are no longer going to be available. What we have is what we have, and that will be all we have. So, this means a number of founders placed in your teams before Onpassive even opens to the public. And the numbers being added to your individual teams aren't going to be too trivial. They're not going to be very measly. To illustrate this, let's imagine that Onpassive places 3 founders in your team. The first post-launch campaign is going to triple that to 9 in less than 90 days. The second one is going to triple that 9 to 27 within 6 months. The third campaign triples that to 81 members within 9 months, and in 12 months or less, you're going to have about 250 members. Based on entry timelines and pay plan estimates, at the low end, you're going to earn about $250 a month. At the high end, you're going to earn about 10 grand a month. Using these numbers, you could reasonably expect an average of about $5,000 a month. But what happens to you when you join and you get 10 members before we start, before the sprint campaign even takes in? And what happens if you add 3 more so that you have a total of 13 before we even launch? Well, 13 times 3 is 39, right? At 90 days, when we go into the second campaign and we run it, it's going to take that 39 and turn it into 117. When you get into the third campaign, after 6 months, it's going to triple that, and that's going to give you 351. And then the fourth campaign is going to leave you at about 1,100 members. Now, at the low end, you're going to earn about $1,100 a month. At the high end, that's going to be $35,000 a month. This means that you can have an expected average probably of about $17,000 a month after a year that we've been active. So where would you like to go when you have enough to do what you want to do? How would you like to live? Because it certainly is true that with this program, with this platform, with Onpassive, you will earn the kind of money that you've always wanted to earn, period. So let's talk a little about company-wide numbers. First, you need to know that campaigns are going to blanket the globe. And they're going to bring in members through a mass media blitz, and I mean blitz. In addition to deploying conventional analog advertising, which is, printed material, this blitz is also digital in nature so that every device and media platform on the planet that can get a signal from the internet will. Within the first 90 days, these things are going to produce at least 300,000 more members. After 3 campaigns, 8 or 9 months into it, after we're open, we're going to have a membership approaching about 3 million or more. In the 3 to 5 year range, after we ramp up the campaigns, we're going to be expecting to have more than 1 billion members, and we expect to be the largest company in the history of the world based on that membership. I believe that I am one of those that have caught this vision rather early and have been all in for a long time, and I am here to tell you that I personally believe that these individual and the company numbers that I've cited here are very conservative. But I've got to tell you, the numbers I've used here, as much as I believe in them, they are simply for purposes of showing you what is possible, and these are not a guarantee of what you will earn. I really hope this has helped you to see some of the potential of what we've got going on here. No one in the world has ever made your path so clear and so easy as Onpassive has. And you don't have to settle for something that's going to waste your time or your money or your life. Grab your passion and reach for the exciting. You can join Gofounders right now because our price point, which is about to change dramatically, allows anyone to join this movement. By paying the $97 now for a founder spot, you could literally have your own business done for you. This means you can be represented in more than 200 countries. I think it's 212 that we're in, actually. And your business will be accessible by people and cultures worldwide. Literally. And as a member of Gofounders family, you're going to succeed. You're going to prosper. And some of us are going to leave a huge legacy to our families. With Onpassive, there is no limit to what you'll be able to achieve because we have everything you need and then some. When you experience how we've stacked the cool, you're going to be blown away. Mark my words. Onpassive will open up a radical new AI with heart digital marketing business model with its total internet solution to the whole world very soon. And when it does, it's going to cause many tools and their platforms to become irrelevant in 2021. So join with us right now. Get back to the founder that invited you and sign up with their team. If you've not been invited, I would absolutely love for you to join with me, and I ask that you do exactly that. Just click on the link in the description box below. In the universe of choice and challenge, Onpassive is the clear one, and it's easy, and we've got your back. So thank you so much for listening to this. I certainly do appreciate that, and I wish only the best for you and for yours.